Alright guys, I'm going to work on the bait lines. And so these are the pool noodles I got. I got them in the mail. They only 54 inches long. So to get 4 out of each, they come out to be 13.5 inches. Okay, so I marked them all. You see the little black marks, and so let me cut them. And I'm going to show you how. I cut one just to make sure it was cutting right, but I got machete out that I had, and just cuts pretty easy. And with the blade being thick, it cuts it pretty straight. So I'm only going to have 8 of them. I was hoping to get 10, but 8 is going to have to work, and I'll order some more. If this works good for me and I need more, I'll make some more. I mean, if 8 works every time I go out and I get 8 fish, I mean, I'd be happy. Believe me. 8 big cats, I would be thrilled. Okay. Alright, so they're all cut. Now let me go get the rest of the material. I'm going to get the pipe out and everything, and we're going to cut the pipes. Let me show you how I'm going to set everything up. Alright, so now if these are 13.5, this could be really any size, but you know, you try to get as many out of a slice as you can, out of a pipe as you can. We got 120 inches. Let's see something. Uh, 120 divided by 4. That's 30 inches. I don't need them that long. I think I'm gonna go 18 inches is what I'm gonna do. 18. So I just need 8 of them, 18 inches. So 13.5 with a cap. That should be plenty. I'll go 20 inches just to be safe. Let me see how a 20 inches looks. Now I got a pair of these dealies here. I think 20's fine. I'm gonna go with 20. So I need 8 of them, 20 inches. So I'm just going to use this one to mark them. should get 10, well, almost 10. I mean, not 10, 5. But, all right, let's see. Should have got 6 even ones, but I don't know why it's 1 short of an inch. The whole pipe is short. I'm going to still use it though, because it ain't that short. It's only ½ inch short. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more. I bought one of these little things. Never had one all the years I've been doing all kind of stuff. But around here I do a lot with PVC from time to time. I mean, I run my water lines. I built my shade house. I'm even thinking about making another little shade house over here. But yeah, and the shade cloth I got blocking the aquaponics, I'm thinking about taking it and just moving it over, because it would still shade the aquaponics, so it'll kind of do a twofold thing there. Alright, so now I got my 8 pieces of PVC. Okay, so now in here I have 16 end caps for the ends of these, okay? So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put one end on them right now. Now this here, this is a rain or shine blue cement, and when I was reading on it, it's for irrigation and all that kind of stuff, so meaning that, you know, it can handle some water and all that, so I figured let me use that. It was about $4 a can more than just the regular stuff. But it might cause things to just hold up better. So let me get 8 of these out right now. We're gonna put 8 of them on. I'll put one end on. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's pretty blue. What I like about that little cutter is that you ain't got to, you know, when you cut with a hacksaw, you got to used to have to take my razor knife and run it over the edges to get all the little edges off. This cuts it so slick that's a whole nother step you don't have to do, that I've done my whole life fooling with PVC. Now, what's kind of good too, I didn't read fully on here like how long it takes for it to fully dry, okay? because I'm not going out anytime soon. As far as like, I mean, you know, to use these. Like if I go out on a boat tomorrow, I'm not taking these yet. I'm not ready. I got to do a lot more to them to get them, to really get them ready. And plus, you know, I'm gonna video everything I do to them. You're gonna see it all in one video. It might take me a couple of days because I just don't have the time to sit here and spend the whole time doing this, you know. And I might. I don't know. Okay, so now we got the next step is actually sliding these on. Now I could use I could put PVC on here. I think it'd actually be fine like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and put these on and mark it. I'm gonna put some glue because I want to glue it. Even though this is nice and tight, I really don't think they would slide off. I really don't. But I'm gonna put some glue. Right. Mark them all. Let me mark them all. Alright. Now, I'm putting this together. I've watched several videos, and I recommend you do the same thing. And you find which one you like. Actually, I have quite a few. This is a combination of a couple of them actually. And that way you don't have none of that on this end where you got to handle this. So this way we're going to wrap your string, things like that. What I need to do is, as I do them, put them back here. That way I know it's done. But really, you don't need a whole lot of this glue on it, you guys. Especially if you got the right size pipe to go with the noodle, okay? And what I got here is pretty tight. Okay, that takes care all those at the moment. Let me close this up. I don't want that my little thing in there drying out on me. Okay, so so now the next step, you guys, is to take the other one, the other side, and before we glue it, we're going to drill us a hole, and we're going to anchor, or we're going to screw in. I bought some stainless steel eye hooks. know if you can see it. Eye hooks. And I just got the number 208, and I'm going to screw that right in there. Okay? But we need to drill a hole first, and we've got to make sure the hole's not too big. Like this thing that I got on here would actually be too big. I can see it. So this is the smaller one out of the two. Let's make sure I'll be fine with this. Yeah, this is going to be good. I'm not making it like a whole lot. I'm not making it real close. Okay, I'm going to see if I can force it. Might be a little small. Let me see. Let's see if I can get that started in there. It looks kind of small. But I think that's what I want. I want something tight. I don't want to have no problems later. You know, I don't want, you know, some of these catfish that I've been given when I went out, got them home to, you know, to clean them for us. It was like, it was amazing how big they were. I'm going to tell you, they'd be pretty heavy. I need to clean this hole out. I want to put some silicone around that, so when it goes in, it'll go in that hole, and that'll keep it watertight, plus it will help keep this thing from turning. There you have it. And that's going to work pretty good. That's going to go on this end, and your string will be hanging from here. And so when they pull on it, we want it to go up. Now, in order for that to happen, you need several things going on, because this is air in here. It's going to be hard for it to stand straight up. So some people, they put a weight in it, but yet the weight still doesn't come all the way straight up. You'd have to have something really heavy to fit inside of here. And I'm going to use a weight, but I'm also going to fill this halfway up with water. And that's another thing that I saw one guy doing. He fills it up with water. If you fill it up halfway with water, that's definitely going to go into the water, and this will stand up straight. The reason you wanted to do that, because when you throw them out, they're going to be like this. When you get a bite and they pull on it, it's going to come up like this. So when you come driving up and you see those up like that, you know you got something on your line. I'd like to know that I have something on my line when I'm pulling up, and not, you know, be surprised, or, you know, by not having anything on your line when you pull it up, you know. Okay, so let me get all these out. Let me drill all these. And we're going to get the eye hooks put in all of them, okay? Alright, just so you can see it up close, and hopefully the light's good for you. That's what it looks like. Okay? That's what this is looking like up close, because I don't know how good. I'm standing kind of far back a little bit. I don't know if you can hear me. That's going to go in there. Now we're going to put a weight in here. We're going to put some water in here before I glue this. Okay, but I'm just showing you. So the process I'm on right now I'm going to drill all these out, put all my eye hooks in, and then we'll start filling each one of these with some water and a weight. Now this is a marine sealant that I'm using too. Okay, I got them all done, and I'm gonna let them sit. I'm probably not gonna do no more, because I want that to sit overnight if I'm gonna be putting water in here, because I don't want to put this together and water start leaking out of it, and then when I'm out in the water's gonna leak in it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna let all of this dry overnight, all of this, and then we'll meet back here tomorrow. And we'll fill them up with water, put the weight in it, and start stringing them up, and I'll show you how to do all that, okay? Okay guys, here we are, we're back. The next day, I let these things dry all the way, can't turn them. That's good. So what I want to do is I want to put a weight in each one, and then I'm going to put some water and fill it like halfway. I have some 2-ounce weights. I'm going to put in each one. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8. 8 in a pack. I didn't have to buy 2 packs. That's okay. Okay, so I put a 2-ounce weight in each one. Now I'm going to fill them up with water. I'm not going to fill them. I mean, I'm like maybe halfway. So let's see. Let's see how far. I'm not going to do a whole cup, but okay. Beautiful. Doesn't take much to get to the halfway mark. Let me fill the cup up. here. All right, they're all filled with water. Okay, so now the next step is to put these caps on. And now when I put the caps on, now I got silicone around this end to help hold this from moving. And I don't think it's going to move anyway, because when they pull, it's going to go straight down. It's not going to be turning, and I'm going to have a swivel on the end of here that's going to spin, not this. But anyway, I'm going to, when I put the glue in here, the glue's going to get all around the tip of the screw, and that's going to be some extra, you know, some extra glue to hold it in place. So let me get ready here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and load this bad boy up with some glue. And I'm going to put it on this first one here. There we have it. Again, y'all, this is a rain or shine glue here. It'll stick where if something's wet or not. It's good for irrigation if you're running water, so the water inside this pipe is not going to break the glue loose. Now, I'm going to let this sit for a few hours, let it dry before I start messing with it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll meet you back here in a few hours. For you, it's just going to be a second. For me, it's going to be a few hours, okay? All right, I'll see you back here. All right, we're back here. It's been several hours. Does it look like the water leaked out? Everything looks pretty good. Okay. Alright, so we're going to start getting the lines ready. So, first thing I'm going to put on, let me find them. Okay, is what they call a barrel swivel. A barrel swivel, okay? So, let me get these out. So there's a swivel here that turns, and there's a clip. And the clip makes this easy to mount on here. And that's how we're gonna do all of these the same way. get in a little closer here just to show you the barrel swivel, okay? You want to have the swivel. A catfish, when a catfish bites, they turn. So if I would have my line tied to this eye hook, my line would always be getting twisted up around it, and it would eventually weaken probably and pop, I'm thinking, you know, because it would be getting twisted all the time. So this would keep the line from getting twisted up. There's different sizes. This is a it's a number 1. I think the bigger the number, the smaller it is. You know what I mean? So this is probably one of the bigger sizes. It's a 12-pack. I got 8 of them to do here. So I should have 4 left, but you know what? I have 3 left. That pack came with 1 missing. Okay, so I got all that on. Alright. So let me put these 3 back in here. Should be 4. And I didn't notice that the pack was opened. I didn't notice that. Okay. Now we also have some more swivels that we're going to put down the line, okay? But we got something we got to do first. Our line's hooking to this, and I'm going to be putting now a lot of these guys, I was watching their videos, you know, they're fishing in maybe 15 feet of water. Where I'm going, there's some spots that's 30 feet deep. And I need to put a lot of line on my jug. Okay, they call these jugs. They call them jug lines. Really don't feel like there's much water in it, but I guess it don't need to feel like there's a lot of water in it. It's there. The water's there. As long as the water's filling up this section, and I know I got more than that in here, that'll cause this to go all the way up, because this will have water. This is where the air will be up here, and it'll cause this thing to stand straight up, and that's what I'm wanting. Okay, some of the guys were saying, well, they're not even putting a weight in it because it really don't stand up. And they had this one young guy, he said him and his father came up with the idea that it's because the whole pipe's hollow and they added water in it, and they put it in a swimming pool to show it standing straight up. I want mine standing straight up. When I see that straight up, I know I have something on it. I can pull it up. I don't want to be guessing and you're pulling up 30 feet of line and you get to the bottom, you pull your line up and you don't have nothing on it. You know what I mean? That's not what I want. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I got me some of the some black nylon twine. This is what I really wanted. It's actually tarred twine, so it's been dipped in tar. It's got a little stickiness to it, and that's okay. That's what I wanted. But these, I got 2 things. We got 350 feet. Divide that by 8. That's 43. Okay, so we're doing okay. So, what did I say that my measurement was this way? That. Okay, that's 62. 62. So we have 350 divided by 8 is 43. So we're going to times that by 12 to get inches. Then I'm going to divide that by the 62. That's 8.5. So I need 8 lengths. So let's get that full. Since it's sticky, it doesn't come out that easy. One, two. 8. Alright. Let's see if I can cut it with this. If not, I'm going to have to go get a knife. Okay, I'm going to show you the union knot, and it's basically, it looks like it's just like a slip knot, really, the way it pulls. Now, I'm not going to be doing it in the ring of a swivel. I'm going to be doing it in a snap, because that's what I bought. I didn't buy no three-way swivel. So anyway, let's see if we could get you seeing this. Maybe I could explain it and keep much of my hand out the way. But you want to take your wire, go through. Okay. Now you need a generous amount, because it takes a little bit. Okay. So what you're going to do, you're going to put this finger in between these two, and then put your middle finger right underneath. Okay. Now you have your working end on the top. So we're going to come around both fingers. Now, see how you lose a lot? You need a little more. Okay, you come around both fingers. Now, at this point, what you're going to do, you're going to come in, you're going to remove this finger right here and put this finger in here. Okay, and now you have, pull this out. See, now you have all three of your wires up here. See, so you have a loop. This. And so what you want to do, inside this loop, you want to wrap it around. Now, I've been going 5 because it's so thick. If you had a thinner line, you could go 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now when you get to there, that working end, go ahead and pull it, and then it kind of like lays it out like this. Now watch, when you take this end and you begin to pull it. Now they say you need to wet your line, especially monofilament line or whatever. You just pull it until it tightens up. Look at that. That's a nice knot right there. That ain't going nowhere. You could pull on that, and I just cut the excess off. Alright, so what I have my line with my weight. When that hits the bottom, this is going to be on the top of the water, holding this up. And here's this line. You put a live fish on it, let him swim around, and then hopefully he'll take the bait. Alright, so this is actually my second one. So now I have 6 more left to do. Alright, let's see if we could catch this on video here. Here we go again. You're going to have the 2 strings like this, and your working string will be at the top, okay? Put your first finger in the middle of them, in between them, okay? Put your second finger just to hold it like that. Take your working end, okay? Go around both fingers, okay? And you're going to come like that. Now, what you want to do is you want to get 1 string, 2 string, and you want this string up here with this. So what we're going to do is basically push it up here with all 3 of these, okay? Okay, now we're going to wrap this one through the loop around. I'll do it 5 times because of the string is thick. It's a 150 pound Tesla, 175 pound or something like that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, now once you get it, grab both of them, but hold your top one again. Just kind of pull it a little tight, like that. There you go. Now you want to take the bottom one and begin to pull it. And look what it does. Look how that is. Now it's going to slip until it all comes together, tightens up like a slip knot. And it's just going to keep on getting tighter and tighter. So if you've got a big old fish on it and he's pulling and pulling and pulling, that knot is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. That's called a union knot. It's a pretty good knot. Out of all the ones I've been looking at, I like it. It's pretty good. Plus, when you're looking at people doing them, it was the easiest one actually to really see exactly what they were doing. Okay, so now let me wrap this up here, right? This bigger string should get tangled a lot less. Should be harder to get this thing all knotted up like your smaller fish lines. This is one reason I wanted something bigger for that purpose, and the purpose of it lasting longer, just being a whole lot stronger line, because I'm going to be fooling with bigger fish. And maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, because I'm just learning all this. I'm trying to gather together information that I listened to several different fishermen, people doing this. Now, how many of them are really fishermen and really good at what they're doing, and or how many of them just learning just like me? I don't know. I'm telling you, I'm just learning. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, guys, with this end, is I'm going to put the weight on. Now this is really, for how far down I got to go, I really don't think that this is enough weight. And I should have stopped a long time ago instead of keep doing this. I should have probably went and got me something heavier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, if you're using small fishing line, you want to at least go 7 times and not 5, okay? Pull this, look at it. Look at that, how it does that. Just tightens up, tightens up. Now, nothing's going to be really pulling on this one. This is just a weight. Now this is the one I'm putting in the middle. Now you can use, they make a 3-way like this. I wish I would have gotten those, but I didn't. Okay, so what I have here, I'll tie this onto the bottom. Oh wait. Two, 3, 4, 5. I know you didn't see this one. Okay. Okay. Now, what did I do? I pulled about a 2-foot line, I think it was, huh? Because I got to tie the 2 ends. Okay. So then you're going to take another section off your reel, off your jug, come through here. I know you can't see what I'm doing. Let me see if I can maybe move this down a little bit. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. I just love the way it just comes together. It's nice and tight. Alright, this other line, I'll put a hook on it. Be careful with these hooks, boy, these circle hooks. You got to get used to them because I'm not used to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, by the hook, make sure you don't have much hanging out at all. You want anything to scare the fish off. Okay. Alright. The other end is going to go into the snap. Put it in the snap. Now, when you got real thin line, you could take this and go through it again. Okay. And do this, and you'll have 4 lines you're going to go through. Now, in order to be able to pull that, they say you got to wet it. Wet your line to be able to pull it. I don't know, because I've never done it yet. I've never fooled with making this knot. This is my first time doing a knot, and this is my first time doing it with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we have it. Okay, I got 4 of them made. I got 4 more to make, so there ain't no sense in me sitting here filming all of that again. So, alright guys, I'm gonna get these made. I'll let you see them when I'm done. Alright guys, alright, well I'm done with all 8. There they are. And that little blue thing, that's a stone that I'm going to be using in my my live well on the boat. So, but I wanted to show you I got those done. So the next video on the jug lines, the bait lines, the catfish jug bait lines will be when I'm out putting them out, and I will video that and show you that, and maybe we'll catch some fish and show you that. That'll be awesome. So I'm ready to go out. Gotta wait. My truck is in the shop. It killed on me the other day, and it's some kind of coil, main coil and module that went out in the system. So that's coming in today, and should be getting my truck back later on today or tomorrow morning. So anyway, got that done, and so that concludes this video on making the jug lines. And man, if that helped you out, man, could you please just subscribe to my channel, like it, may even make a comment, share it. All that stuff will help my channel grow. You know, when the channel grows, it gives the person making the videos, it helps them out, man. It helps them out in confidence that, okay, I'm making videos, I'm doing something, maybe I am being effective some kind of way. It helps out to know, just having a comment, just having a like, and well, even all of them, if you could just help out and just share it, subscribe, you know, like it, comment, all that stuff, that would just help out tremendously. And I totally appreciate that. Okay, guys, see you on the next video, and I'm gonna take you with me when I go fishing with these jug lines and catching some big cats, and I'm gonna be excited when that happens. Okay, it'll be my first time in my life doing that, and I want to take you with me so you can experience it along with me. Y'all be blessed. See you on the next video. Bye.